I had hopes of getting back into the gym this afternoon, but I can tell by how I'm feeling right now that I'm not going to. So these are just my loaded progressive stretches from this morning. I was exhausted this morning and worked out terribly. 135, 170, 185 from my daily minimum, and that's it. Yeah, the doldrums continue. Nothing for it, you know? I just didn't have any get up and go. Honestly, if I'm totally honest, I felt a little under the weather this morning. Which I feel okay now, but still kind of dog-eared and tired. Something weird happened yesterday, or not weird, I guess, but I posted that short on YouTube, and someone congratulated me on my transition, accusing me of being trans, making a insensitive, but I will admit I found it funny joke about how, I was doing that one-arm press with the barbell and saying that I'm a woman who became a man, basically. I grew up in the 90s. These jokes don't hurt me. I was called a fag every day of my life for many decades, no ripples on me. If anything, I actually found it humorous. What I didn't find humorous was all the hashtags afterwards. He hashtagged a number of legitimate LGBTQ hashtags. I don't know how else to say it. And sure enough, someone responded following those hashtags and also congratulated me on my transition. This makes the joke weirdly less sensitive and a little funnier in some regards, but also I was struck by how this thoughtless action was kind of cruel, I mean, just that these are common enough hashtags that anyone could follow, and that there might be some young trans person checking out other trans people on YouTube, and then they come across me and see that their lifestyle and identity is the butt of some dickhead's joke. And that's really hurtful, Now, well, hold on. I'm not seriously accusing the person who made this joke of being that thoughtless and cruel. I think it was some advanced ribbing, which landed, and I will admit, I genuinely found funny. But I do worry. I do worry that these sort of thoughtless actions go out there nowadays into the world and could hurt somebody. Could, genuinely hurt somebody who's just a passerby, living their own life, trying to establish and identify their own sense of purpose and identity. And that sucks, Like what 30 years ago would have just been a passing joke between men and, unkind, sure, but funny and like this sort of not unwelcomed criticism, with the hands of new technology gets weaponized into something different, something more potent and devastating and hurtful, at least potentially. And that saddens me, I would hate to be seen as complicit in this sort of fragging collateral damage on the internet. I'm not interested in harming strangers in any way, no matter how minorly, no matter how trivially. So yeah, I extend my apology. I didn't make the comment, and I, of course, am not really culpable in that, but just for it happening, I apologize. And I always end these videos the same way, like, be kind to each other, We're all out here in the world fighting a hard battle. And we don't know each other's challenges. We don't know each other's struggles. And we shouldn't set out to heap more hurt on somebody who could very well be at the absolute limit of the hurt they can handle, you know? And because there's no way to know, just be nice, right? Save the sharp talk and cruelty for your friends because they've earned it and came by it honestly. You know, that's one of the many, many benefits of fraternity. Don't snipe it. Civilians. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And if you were the person that made that comment and you happen to be watching this, I ain't mad at you. I do the same thing all the time. You know, I say thoughtless things under the guise of humor and a joke all the time. And I even enjoy being the butt of that. And I genuinely do. And I'm not, you know, I would just urge you to be careful, man. Because you don't know who's following that hashtag. You know, it might be some young teenager confused, alienated, and alone. And that might be the very thing that sends them irrevocably into despair. And I know that you don't want to be the person that does that to somebody else. I know that. So let's be nice to each other. That's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll try to actually work out tomorrow. Maybe that'll happen. Let's see. No promises. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there.